guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Sarah, and today we are planning out the week of May 25th through May 31st in the Erin Condren lined vertical planner. Now, this planner does not start until July, so we are using just a week in July since I am not, I think I mentioned this before. I thought that I got the 18-month version of this planner, but I only got the 12. So we are just going to use what we have here. So for the kit, we are using one of the July release kits from Planner Kate. This is MK832. We have the EC vertical checklist and labels. We have the date covers, which I already put the dates on to save some time. We have the dash boxes, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use or not. We have the thin washi. We have the full boxes, and we have the sampler sheet. So we are going to need to do some covering up here, of course, since the dates don't match. So I am going to start with laying down some washi here across the top. Now, I am going to use one of the thicker pieces of washi, I think, just to get maximum coverage on those dates on the top, just because I don't want it showing through. And then I'm going to use the other piece on the other side because I don't think that's long enough. And I usually use the thinner washi when I am planning in like a vertical or an hourly on the top here, but just because I got the strip headers, or I did not get the strip headers, I got the brush stroke headers. I just want to make sure that they are covered. So we're just going to use this up here. And then what I'm going to do actually with this, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm going to use this longer piece of washi here and just put this across the top. And, well, I don't know. Do I want these that close together? No. I'm actually not going to do that. Usually I put the weekend banner on top of this, but I think I'm going to use a skinnier piece of washi for that. So we're just going to wait. And I should have moved this down, I think. Nope. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take these guys and put them down here. That way you can still see the cute little graphics on the washi, because I don't really label the boxes, so we'll just do it this way. And I had mentioned before that I am not going to be using this as my main planner. If you watched, which I'm pretty sure that video already went up, if you watched my lineup, my mid-year planner lineup video, I am going to be mainly using the monthly that I make into like a weekly overview, and then daily pages in an agenda. So this is not going to be like the main planner or anything. However, I do think I'm going to jump into this here and there. So I just wanted to do another plan with me in this, just to, you know, switch it up from the last time that I did it, because I think for myself, I heavily stickered it. So I'm just going to switch it up a little bit. So I am going to move on to, I need to cover this up. So I don't know which one I want to use. Okay, I really like this one. I know it might be a lot of blue though. Is that too much blue? I'm going to use it anyway because it's my favorite. So we are just going to line this up with, this line down here, and then, yep, that covers it perfect. And then in my last plan with me, I said I did not use those, and I don't. So I'm going to take another one of these, line it up down here, and then we are just going to cut that off, which I'm going to like indent it for myself so that I can see where I'm cutting. There we go. Okay, so those are covered up now. So this section already has the dots here, but I'm going to put the check boxes because I want it to match the kit, and I am going to have to trim this one, I believe, because yeah, there's not that many. So we're just going to, is it that? Yeah, okay. So we're just going to take off just a couple there. Yeah, I wanted to jump back into this particular layout just because I wanted to see if changing it up a bit would change my opinion on the layout. So we're just gonna use a little bit less stickers, just a little bit, but I just don't want to use the labels, I guess, is my main thing here. But let's see, I want to do, okay, hold on. I know what I'm gonna do, I think. We'll see if this is actually what we're gonna do or not, but I'm going to put, is that? Okay, I'm gonna move that down a little bit, and then I'm just going to put, or trim that just a little bit further. There we go. And then up here, I need one of those labels off of this sheet. All right, we'll do a yellow. I'm gonna do a separate list for sports up here, just because I want to keep it separate from the to-do list so that I don't kind of mix up what I'm doing. So we're going to put that there, and then, yep, that should be just about perfect. I did put this down a little bit farther. There we go. Okay, so that'll be my to-do list, and then this is for our sports things that I need to keep track of. Now, to move stuff out of my way, but I am going to take some of this washi. I'm going to use the yellow and just put it at the bottom down here. And that is a little long, so what I'm going to do is just adjust it slightly to see if I can get it to, that works. Okay, so I'm just lining the bottom here just to give it a little bit more decoration, and then I can use the bottom still functionally. I can put whatever I need down there. And then for the weekend banner, let's see, I'm going to use the little color block strips just to, do I want to do it at the top? I think I am going to do it like right up here. All right. Then I'm going to take the little weekend and put him down here. That's not super straight, but it's fine. Okay, there's that. Now, okay, I think that's a good base. Not too heavily stickered for myself, but let's move on to writing in some actual things on here. I am going to start on the side just to get this out of the way. So for sports, we have the, let's see, I need to work on the affinity stuff. I need to work on a follow-up list for signups, the draft for the rules, and that's it for now. Then, as far as to-do goes, this week I know I have to pay off that credit card that we just use for random things so that we get points and stuff. And then I want to do some prep for our trip that's coming up in a month or so. And then I still need to follow up on that email with the electric company. I'm going to leave this for now because I'm not entirely sure how much. I might move a lot of the to-do list stuff like into the big June to-do list because May is so busy with all the school stuff and sports and things. So I just want to make sure that I don't try to overload myself. Without having schoolwork though, it's a little bit easier, but that is all right. So, all right, moving on to the actual plans. I'm going to keep the section kind of broken down a little bit. This is going to be timed stuff. This is going to be like to-do stuff. And this is going to be, I think I'm going to leave this one as Riker's. No. What am I going to do with this one? Time stuff, to-do stuff. I think I'm going to put Riker's school and dinner down here and these lines. This one I think we're going to use for content, but let's do, I think the only scheduled thing here is a baseball game. And then let me get these guys in here. So there is no school. It is Memorial Day. It is trash day, which I could put the little trash logo. I'm just not going to. We need to pay the mortgage or schedule that payment this day. And I think that's all we're going to do for this day for content. I think all I'm going to do here is just put film if I can. So my father-in-law is going to be here visiting this week. So I am going to try to pre-film as much as I can, but I'm just going to put it there just in case. So moving to the 22nd, this is, my son has a field trip. And they're leaving at 8 o'clock. And then I have to pick him up at 3:30 from the school. And then I have football signups at 5:30. Then I don't know, let's see, school, this is going to be, whoops, I need my, well, I accidentally pulled off 2, so I guess we'll just put it down for Wednesday also. Now I could label these sections here, but I'm probably not going to do that. I don't know. But this is going to be an A day for school. And Tuesday is usually when my plan with me goes up. Oh, and then what is this? He's going to buy lunch this day. Then moving to Wednesday, they're going to have baseball practice at 5:30. Then this is B day, and he's going to bring lunch. Then this is the day I usually post the Instagram reel with the update my week with me, and then I will share it on YouTube as well. I don't think I did that this past week, but I need to do that. So that's on there. Let me put one of these down. And I'm just now realizing I said I was going to put Riker school stuff down here and then put it up here. I feel like my brain is just going to go to the to-do section. So I think down here I'm just going to end up putting dinners. And then if there's anything else I want to put, if I want to do the weather, I'll probably do that down there. So moving to Thursday, which is what, the 28th. There's my son's band concert at 6:30 that day. And then we will have a chiropractor appointment for me and my daughter, but I don't know when yet, so I'm just going to leave the time off there. Then this is going to be C Day. This is another, nope, this is Thursday. This is by lunch. And then I don't know what video is going up here yet, so I'm going to wait. Then Friday, this is going to need one of these. Okay, Friday, do we have anything timed on Friday? Well, yeah, my father-in-law flies out that day. Then we have a baseball game. Yeah, baseball game at 5:30. Then here is D-Day, band, bringing lunch. My husband is off this day. What else? I think that's it. That's it. And this is Saturday. We have my son's program that he does at the Humane Society is going to be that day at 10, which it's such a cute program. I think I mentioned it in an earlier video. They socialize the animals and like read to them. It's super cute. I wrote that too big, but that's fine. I have to order groceries. We don't have any like timed stuff on Sunday, but we have plenty of things to do. Well, I guess I'll put the grocery delivery. It's usually like 7 to 9, but this is my deep clean of the litter boxes, take the trash out, and clean out the fridge. But I think that is about it. I might do some more filming and content and stuff here, but I am not 100% yet on that. I am going to go through and color code this just so we can see what we're doing. That's Riker too. Okay, and there's no daycare this week because Pap's going to be here. So Coda's going to stay home with us. And that is, I think, all that I'm doing. Honestly, this is just a really short plan with me. We don't have a ton going on this week, which helps. And then on top of that, I mean, this is just very simple. I don't hate this. I'm not sure. Like, this would be really good, I think, if I had schoolwork to put in this section. And then I can do content and dinners both down here, since I don't really need that much room for everything. I can make little lists under these if I want to, but that is, yeah, that's about it right now. So super quick plan with me. This is much more simple than the last time that I did this with all the different labels and all the things that I did. I had my schoolwork here that time, so that worked a little bit better for the 3 sections. But I definitely like just the simple look better, if that makes sense. Like, I don't like all the labels. And then my little color dots, my color coding dots that I use, differentiates the different activities for the day. So that helps my brain a little bit there. I like this better. Still don't think I'm going to use this as my main planner, but I definitely like the more simple layout for the vertical personally. So there is that. Super quick plan with me today, but I hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope you're having a great week, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week whenever you're watching this. And if you did enjoy this plan with me, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in my next video.